From the ministry is here.
A blame game has ensued between former Acting Director of Medical Services Andrew Mulwa and Head of the Division of Malaria Control Program Omar Ahmeddin over the cancelled 3.7 billion shilling KEMSA mosquito nets tender. The two, who appeared before the Senate Committee on Health today, denied any involvement in the irregular extension of the tender, pointing accusing fingers at each other.
On the 12th of October, I forwarded a memo on advice from the head of National Malaria Program to the Principal Secretary then of the Ministry of Health, requesting her to forward a letter to the National Treasury to procure 12,616,883 long-lasting insecticidal nets.
According to submissions tabled before the committee, Ahmeddin sent Mulwa a memo dated 20th February 2023, calling attention to inconsistencies in specifications for the nets and advising that they be revised.
Chair, this memo did not pass, as you can see, is not signed by the head of program or of the National Strategic Health Programs, who is the head of department, or signed by me. So I never got an opportunity to have this memo pass through my office for processing for some reason.
Although he admitted having asked Ahmeddin to prepare a memo in the inclusion of the missing specifications, the acting KEMSA CEO denied having forwarded the memo to former Principal Secretary Josephine Mburu, saying he was bypassed in communications between the two. But Ahmeddin denied having communicated directly with Mburu regarding the matter.
We had a physical, there's no telephone discussion. I physically had a meeting with him and informed him about the inconsistency. And we were in agreement that I write a memo to him, which I did. There was no single reason or motive for me to bypass him. And I told you, and I said, I never had a meeting discussing this inconsistency with the PS directly. So I have no reason to write to the PS, who I am not even authorized to write to her.
The committee further grilled Mulwa about communication lapses between the State Department for Medical Services and the Division for Malaria Control Program. He was also put on the spot for failing to document the proceedings of a consultative meeting between the department and the Global Fund, which had provided a grant for the nets.
You attend a high-level meeting where you affirm decisions which are not according to your professional point of view, and you see like there's no big deal, you just go on about it like there's nothing different in that, in whatever that is happening.
If you are implicated in any issue, then you'll not blame anyone because there's no actually trail for any communication.
The senators now want Mulwa to present a register for incoming and outgoing communications from his tenure as Acting Director of Medical Services to ascertain how Ahmeddin's recommendations could have reached the former PS without Mulwa's involvement.
We would like to have a copy of the letter that was attached to your memo. And clerk, we would like to have Dr. Nasila. What is the other name? Ganatra. To explain, to tell us about the meeting they had and what did they do, whether they actually briefed the PS, whether they did it in writing.
Muriel Adhiambo, K24, Nairobi.